What's going on, guys? Let's do this problem right here. This question is asking what is the quadratic approximation of the function. Let's see how we can do this, right? So first of all, what we have to do, this is our function and this is our x value. Now we are going to replace all this a value with this 0. So that's what we have to do. And whenever they say quadratic, we only interested in two derivatives until the second derivative, until this part right here, right? And some of the people may confuse with quadratic with 4. Actually, for 4 we say quartic, right? Quartic. So if it's second, quadratic, then 3 cubic, then if it's 4, quartic. So this for second is quadratic. So we are only interested in two derivatives. Now let's go ahead and plug the values. So first we are going to have f of 0, and the next one we are going to have f prime 0 over 1 factorial x. Since this is 0, we don't have to write this, just x power 1, right? And the second derivative is going to be f double prime 0 over 2 factorial, and again if the a is 0, we can just write x square, and this is going to be the general expression. Now let's go ahead and find the derivative for this one. So we are going to take this function and find two derivatives. So first one is going to remain the same, f of a, that is basically f of x, and that is equal to 4 plus x. Square root is same as power half, so we can write this one as power half, right? And the first derivative of this one is going to be half times 4 plus x, and we have to deduct one more from the power, so that's going to be 1 from the power, so that's going to be negative half, right? Negative half, and the inside derivative is just going to be 1, so we don't have to worry about that. Let's take the second derivative. F double prime x is going to be negative half times positive half, that's going to give us negative 1 over 4 plus x, and if we subtract 1 from this power, that's going to give us negative 1.5 or negative 3 over 2. Both of them are same thing. Now we have found the derivative. Now let's go ahead and find the values f0. So first, if you plug 0 for this one, 4 plus 0 power half, that's going to be just 2, right? Because 4 is same as 2 square, and this is 0, so 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 is same as 2 square, and square and half cancels, and we will just end up with 2. Now let's go ahead and find f first prime 0. So if you apply 0 for this one, this is going to be half, and inside derivative we are going to have 4 again, and that is same as 2 square, so square cancels with half, and you are going to end up with 2 power negative 1. 2 power negative 1 is same as 1 over 2, right? So this is 1 over 2 times 1 over 2, that's going to give us 1 over 4, or we can just write it 1 over 2 times 1 over 2 is equal to 1 over 4. Now the second derivative is going to be, if you apply 0 for x values, this is going to be 4. Again this is 2 square cancels, 2 power negative 3. 2 power negative 3 is same as 1 over 8, right? So we can put 1 over 8 times negative 1 over 4. Negative 1 over 4 times 1 over 8, that's going to give us negative 1 over 32. So these are our three derivatives. Now let's go ahead and plug these f prime values in the original equation. So we are taking these values. So for 0 we are going to apply this one. For f prime 0 we are going to apply this one. And then for f double prime 0 we are going to apply this one, and then all we have to do is just add them together. So here the final answer is going to be 4 plus x. So second degree approximation of 4 plus x is approximately equal to 2 plus 1 over 4. We have 1 over 4. 1 factorial is basically 1, so we don't have to worry about that. X power 1, that's just going to be x. So we can write this is plus 1 over 4x, right? So this is going to be just 1 over 4x, and then the next value we are going to plug negative 1 over 32 instead of this f double prime 0. So negative 1 over 32 is going to remain the same. 2 factorial is equal to 2 times 1, right? So that's going to be just 2, and then we are going to have x squared. So instead of putting positive, maybe I can directly write the negative here. So here we are going to have negative 1 over 32 divided by 2. So that's same as 1 over 64. 1 over 64 x squared. And that's going to be the final answer. And that's how we do this kind of problems. I hope you guys find this video helpful. See you next time.